Fade in.
No, God!
Fade in. Fade in. Fade in. Fade in. Fade in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I am the type of Star Wars fan that doesn't even have a favorite movie. I just want to live in the universe of Star Wars continually, in perpetuity, forever. So when people are like, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? I'm like, there is no Star Wars movie. There is only Star Wars.
Ah, I'm gonna kill myself! I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
The sequel movies were just the worst garbage ever. Last Jedi was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I wanted to leave the theater, but I was like, I can't. It's Star Wars. You know, I need to watch it. But man, was that bad.
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character.
Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But you'll.
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Where are your parents? Kid's sketchy. Back to you guys.
So they wanted us to keep going. That Star Wars girl said, keep going. Okay, so
Wait, what are we talking about?
I figured out how to monetize social justice warriors.
I have no love for He-Man.
I know, but I have no love for He-Man either, but he's got a place in the world in a comic book story.
When I was a kid, I'd watch He-Man and Masters of the Universe when I got home from school. From 1981 to 82, it was a rich...
I'm kind of retarded.
To all of our Star Wars fans in China.
Faden. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm at Jesse's house.
Oh my God, it's my house.
We're at Jesse's house. Hello. I had to come to LA today to do something special that you guys will find out about probably next week or the week after. Top secret stuff that Jesse totally knows everything about. But hello, everyone. We're actually together on stream in person. It's awesome. And the first time I've been live at your house on my channel.
Yeah, true story.
So I was at your house.
True story.
I feel like next time you should be at my house, but we'll be live on your channel.
Let's do it.
The Inception. I'll let you sit in my chair and I'll get like a stool in the background. And I'll be in the background. We were dancing to the intro music. But hello, everyone. 139 people are here. Hello. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you. I think maybe if we get, I don't know if we will, but maybe if we get to 1,000 likes, we'll put on our costumes. Because I have my rogue costume with me. Because I am rogue for the entire month of October. What's up, Fragaboom? Fragaboom.
Oh.
Thank you for the super chat. What up, sis? What's up, Frega? Nice to see you. I'll get back to you about the Friday thing.
So by last week, people were ready to riot. They were like, "Where's Anna? What have you done with her? Is she okay? Is she dead?"
What did I do last week? What was I doing?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Told me that you weren't.
Oh, this.
For 2 weeks. Oh, well,
That was the only day she could do it until like the end of October, and I was like, no, I need this done before.
I personally have never gotten my hair like professionally colored or anything like that, but I have many friends who have, and I've heard the struggle, and the struggle is real. And when your colorist can take you and you need it done, you do it. And then it's like an all-day undertaking. You gotta like live there for like 6 hours or some crazy shit.
I was there for like, 8 to 10 hours? Because I was posting like I was doing the Q&A on Instagram, and everyone's like, you're still there? And I'm like, yes, I am. I am still here. I got a lot of hair. Because she did like a color correction. I've been trying to get, I dyed my hair red years ago, and I'm still trying to get it out. And people were like, Rose's hair is red. Ah! I'm like, in different versions, her hair is red. But guess what? And I even explained it in my video. I'm like, I'm doing like I've taken more people's powers. So the more powers, like the more white it's gone through my hair. So that's my story, which I explained in my video. But
Whatever.
People, some dude was like getting off with his hate boner. It's like over like 10 comments in a row. And you know when you can see him, it's like, all right, calm the fuck down, dude. Mostiverse, what's up? Thank you. This is about SGWs drove Anna to go rogue for a whole month. Hey, that was clever. I like that pun. Jesse's not a pun person. I actually am, and I like
that one's more acceptable. The ones that I really hate are when they like do the portmanteaus with the words.
Yeah,
like, it's just like that I can live with because it's like I see what you did there. But at least
Isle of Ma'am, thank you for the super chat. Does the top secret thing have anything to do with Gates McFadden? No, fuck you, Russell Hall. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Russell, for making us feel like Anna was with us in spirit the past couple weeks.
That's what I heard.
Did you see what his username was the past
He was pretending to be me. I did see that.
The username was I can draw and write my name. I
can. Have you ever seen the clip of me saying that?
I think so, yeah.
Where I'm in the baby hut and I'm just so smug. I'm like, I can draw. And I thought I was so fucking drunk. I thought that was the biggest.
You're like, excuse me, let's put this on my resume.
I told the guys, I was like, if I ever die, I do want that to be on my head. So if you guys don't abide by my wishes, which I want to be frozen with all of my action figures, all of my organs, all of my blood still in my body, completely frozen, put in a pod and shot into outer space. That way when the aliens find me, they can revive me and I can teach them all about Star Wars.
Seems reasonable.
And I have all the action figures to show.
By the way, Simon, this is my She-Hulk costume. It's a joke. My arms are weak and sad.
Oh, I have like muscle. It's scary.
He asked if Jesse had a She-Hulk costume. I'm like, this is my She-Hulk costume.
You know, the only reason why I'm kind of taller than Jesse is because I'm sitting on a higher cushion.
It's true. I gave her the cushion.
She gave me the cushion chair.
It'll help. It's because you have to give the more comfortable chair to your guest. / make the short person look tall.
Yeah, not like when like I was in like the driving Miss Anna videos and his chair was like up here and I'm like, guys, look at how low my chair is. It's not that just I'm short. I'm like, this isn't fair. I feel like I'm getting gypped. Anna is a Lemurian.
Stop telling the secrets.
Wow, that's a lot of makeup. Yes, I was doing something.
Yes.
And I had to have this all done, so it is a lot. It's because it's black. If it wasn't black, that's
Cancel
what she said.
Cancel Anna. Did you see John Malin's tweet the other day?
Which one?
I'm afraid of space and not because it's black.
I was like, John is going to.
John, you're
John is doing something.
It's having feelings.
What is going on? No, it's like a spiteful thing against Shane Davis. By the way, happy birthday to Shane. It is his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Shane Davis.
I think it's also Mahler's birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday to Mahler.
All the Libras' birthdays this
Mahler's
month.
face is on my refrigerator right now.
Ooh.
It can be, and so is Anna's actually, and mine, and Jeff's.
That was suggestive.
And Cecil the Hutt, and Ethan. So.
Space is really cold. That's what I hear. I also hear there's like aliens and stuff. I hear it's very dangerous too.
Actually, so counter to John, my black friend once told me that black people are afraid of space. So, you know
why? Will Smith didn't seem to be afraid of it in Independence Day.
So actually, black comedians have explained this to me really, really well because like 8,000 different black comedians will do a bit about like why do white people like hiking? Apparently, this is like a white person thing. Like, and so it eventually got explained to me that the reason why there are these stereotypes about black people not liking, not liking to swim, not liking to go hiking, not liking space, things like that. It's like our lives are fraught with danger anyway. Like we have to.
Why would we go out of our way?
Why exactly? I have to worry about the police. Why would I bother worrying about like mountains and bears? That just seems extra bad. Although I think water also has to do sometimes with skin because it dries out your skin more.
What does?
Water. Yeah. Water makes your skin dry.
Oh.
Yeah. If I wash my face with water, if I wash my face with just water, if I don't like use it, like certain things, I will just. It's weird. It's just like, do you ever get that thing where it's like if your hands get wet, like the different
Leviathan,
especially salt water.
Look at Leviathan. At least there's no police in the wilderness. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Do you never have that where you get like especially salt water and stuff, where it makes your hands
salt water?
Salt water really makes it like So if you have dry skin naturally and your hands tend to crack, I can see why you probably don't want to stick it in a bath of salt.
Deanna, thank you for the super sticker. Let me try to see what that says. I can. It is a little puppy dog waving. Thank you. Thank you. J-Lord, thank you for the super chat. Anna, have you considered doing your own Star Wars? What if Star Wars theory if the way Star Wars theory does? Also, Zack Snyder and Quentin Tarantino are not having the woke. Can your next cosplay be Darth Zana? I don't like Darth Zana. Also, I don't exactly think Zack Snyder is anti-woke, considering he went on a stream and said F you to all the people that are anti-woke.
Yeah.
And called all of them like haters that kill Asians. So, I mean,
yeah.
I wouldn't exactly say Zack Snyder is anti-woke.
If he happens to be personally anti-woke, that's good for him, but he's a goddamn coward. Like, that's something he's put on display in no uncertain terms, and he's not that great of a filmmaker, so.
Yeah, the only thing I will say Zack Snyder does well is he knows how to get handsome men and to make them really highlight.
Well, that's something
how
that's
handsome they are.
Zack Snyder. The one thing that I will say is positive about Zack Snyder's work is he's not afraid of sexuality, and that's something that is in some ways absent. However, he occasionally
give me.
He occasionally wants to. He occasionally wants to force some of his ideas of sexuality onto his audience that, they may not share.
Yeah, the 300, the Oracle
It
shit.
does.
That
If
was
you hit it hard
fucking
enough, it will make sound effects. It is meant to be combat, so you can hit it really hard.
Should have had this for the thing I was doing later. See, I have the Darth Maul one. Does it change colors too?
No, mine's like the orange one.
Is it because it's your favorite color?
Yeah, it does change colors.
Why won't it turn off?
Oh, you gotta hold the button.
That was fun. What was the other thing?
Blade.
No, I don't really have any desire in doing fan fiction for other franchises. I'll do my own stories, and that's kind of what I work on in my own free time. And people have heard them. Actually, it's October, so there's that thing Inktober. Remember what I did at Johnny Works? So I kind of did a live stream the first day of October, I guess. Well, it was like October 1st at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I went through and I explained the story, how all of those orcs are in the same universe, how they're all connected and all of that. And people liked it, I guess. But
nice.
So, yeah. So when I think, because you have limitations when you're doing work for someone else as compared to yourself, like I can make up all of the rules of my own universe. But when you do something for like Star Wars, it's like you're limited. And I'm very against utilizing my ideas for something that someone else can blatantly steal from me and I'm not getting paid for,
Wonder what caused those kinds of feelings.
I know. I wonder. Maybe personal experience. I'll tell that story one day. But I saw a couple more. Andy McCallan, thank you for the super sticker. Let me see what that is. Yeah,
Andy's starting his own channel too. It's called The Idiot Box Reviewer.
It's a unicorn! Thank you.
He put his little teaser up there. So I will be definitely following that closely, and you guys will probably see it on my channel at some point once he gets his streaming legs under him.
I want to wipe this off so bad. It's gonna look bad. I thought about it before we started the stream. I was like, this is way too black.
It kind of makes you look like you're playing a high schooler in a movie.
Yes, it does.
You know what I mean? Like clearly too old to be playing a high schooler, but trying to play a high schooler in a movie. That's the look that overly black eyeshadow gives you.
I don't know. I can't.
I
love Rogue, but I can't wait till this goes away.
There are worse.
I need my normal hair back. I love Russell. Thank you for the super chat. My skin tends to get wet from contact with water. All right, Russell.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, what's up, Literature Devil? How you doing, dude?
It causes
Been a
evaporation.
while. Open airlock policy. What's up, dude? Hey, have you seen the Lower Decks Orgy Apologist? Yes, I have. Remember we talked a little bit about this on Lethal stream? No, they keep on making excuses. Have you seen the Lower Decks Orgy?
I haven't seen the orgy. I've not heard of it.
Okay, so this is whenever I talked about Lower Decks, because I had to rage quit it because
I remember that.
I was fucking pissed. Okay, so everyone is like, and it's a cartoon, it's for kids. Ah! And I'm like, fine. And I just like after I think I made 3 episodes and I was like, fuck this shit. And then so there's in the original series, there's an episode called The Naked Time. And in that they come in contact with like this alien, virus thing. And when you touch it, like with the first like symptoms, they always like rub,
Yeah.
but it gives you the symptoms of like being drunk. And then the next generation, it was the naked now.
Yep.
And so in Lower Decks, apparently everyone got it. But here's the thing. It's like getting it doesn't make you all of a sudden want to have a crazy orgy and, you know, sex with everyone in sight. And it doesn't turn gay people straight or straight people gay. That's not what happens. Like Sulu took off his shirt and started fencing down the hallway, which is I feel like something what you would do. People react to it differently.
The idea is that if I remember correctly, the idea is people give into their id.
Yes.
So it's like what your carnal desires are, and that's why I was like, that's the episode with.
I'm gonna show Jesse hasn't seen these pictures, so I'm gonna pull these up so Jesse can see what we're talking about.
Episode with the kiss, right? Is that the episode with the kiss? No, that's a different one. That's another. It's alien gets into.
Okay, I'm gonna show Jesse right now. So this show was rated TV 14, so like you ready to see what this is?
Okay. What?
This is a kid's show, Jesse. That's not even the worst one. Yeah, so in Star Trek Lower Decks, this is a holodeck simulation, and then people are trying to.
Anna, it can't be explicit because they're gay.
No, that's a straight character.
But Anna, it doesn't matter because they're doing a gay thing. They're two men in that moment, and so it's a gay thing. And
no, they turned.
But Anna, anything that is remotely gay can't possibly be sexually explicit. Didn't you know? If two gay men are fucking in the middle of the street, that's totally fine. You should show your children because as long as it's gay, it therefore can't be explicit because that's clearly what it means to, accept gay couples in society.
Oh, okay, well then this isn't sexually explicit. That's not sexually explicit, right? This isn't sexually explicit. It's like, it would be one thing if they all got aphrodisiacs and whatnot, but they didn't. They got the virus and
hold on,
it's not done. It's not done. Yes, I did a video on this earlier today. That was my video for the day. And you guys can go and watch it and see me just go, what the fuck? But so no, the people are making excuses. So they're pulling random screenshots. It's like, you're saying that there was never sexuality in Star Trek. It's like, yes, there was sexuality in Star Trek, but you obviously have never watched the show because you don't understand the context behind any of those images. There's one where it's like, with T'Pol from Enterprise, where she's going through Ponfar, which is Vulcans only have sex every 7 years because they got the Ponfar, their blood starts boiling. It's like she was going through Ponfar. There is a very specific reason why because if you don't have sex, you die. So it's like, that was in the comfort. There was 2 consenting adults in the comfort of her own room, right? And they had already had romantic interest in each other.
On a TV show that's not for kids,
I would say that it's family because it didn't show anything. It just shows her back, right?
I would never see things. I'd never think Star Trek may be all age appropriate, but it's not for kids. It was never for kids. Like the idea of Star Trek was never for a childish audience. Because when you talk about something being family friendly or for kids, it also indicates, or was supposed to, the idea is not just how many asses you can show or how much nudity and how much you can swear, but the idea also is what's the actual thematic content. Yeah. And the idea of a show like Star Trek was the thematic content is about trying to make you think about whatever the issue is, trying to parallel this strange, super hyper futuristic universe with the actual human issues of today. Mm-hmm. It's a very adult show in its concepts. And even so, even being an adult show, it's still understood that to throw rampant nudity onto the screen was completely tasteless in its intentions.
Well, and you can get the same message across without showing anything.
Exactly.
Right? And it's like the art of subtlety is lost. But no, so people are taking random screenshots from episodes that they've never seen before. And they're like, look at this was already in Star Trek. You guys are all a bunch of prudes. And I'm like, I'm not a prude. If you've never seen my content, if you think I am a prude, right? I mean, heck, my Henry Cavill thirst video with my uterus exploding, just like, it's actually, well, I mean, it just passed, for whatever reason, people will still watch that, which thank you, by the way. I don't make any money from that video because it was copyright claimed, but it passed 609,000 views.
Holy shit.
And I was like, that video is a year old. Why are people still watching it? But I'm like, yeah, I'm not a prude by any means, but they took an image of like Beverly and Deanna where they're exercising, and I'm like, they're literally just in 80s exercise gear that's made futuristic. That's not sexual.
Right.
Go to the gym. I'll find women in like more explicit stuff than that, but that's not the same as turning straight characters gay to have an orgy scene.
Also, can we talk about that for a second? Like, this whole business, some weird virus turns you gay. Like, isn't that like kind of an anti-gay sort of?
It is, because it's saying that being gay is a virus.
Is it virus, or is it, like, is something wrong with you? Like, something was wrong with you, and that was why you were electing to go for same-sex pairings. Like,
exactly.
Why are we supposed to be okay? Yeah, this is great. This is so wonderful. Like, are you not hearing the message?
They're just using people's sexuality as like tools to manipulate a narrative.
Exactly.
And it's like, okay, just because somebody's gay doesn't mean that they're your prop.
Exactly.
That's extremely insulting to people that are gay.
Exactly. This is the whole ridiculous point. Do you have gay friends?
Many. I have more gay friends than I have straight friends.
How many times do they just whip off their clothes and ride each other around your living room floor?
Never.
How many times do they just go, yes, being gay means showing off my cock to you all the time?
It's really, really drunk.
Right? But I mean,
I've been to those kind of parties, but those are like bachelor and bachelor.
I've had those gay friends at, and like in college especially too. And like you have those guys.
Yeah, when you're at a party and you're getting drunk, it's like, or like strip poker and stuff like that.
But when you see those friends in the dining hall, they don't go up to their boyfriend, tear off their shirt, and start like rubbing their junk on their chests in the middle of the dining hall.
Also, these are Starfleet officers, and you can see even in the original series, in the Next Generation, it's them fighting this. It's Captain Kirk fighting it. It's Spock fighting it.
Yes.
It's Picard, Beverly. It's all of them trying to fight this thing and have that discipline that every Starfleet officer is expected to have.
That's the fun of the episode, just watching that conflict. Is watching the base id of these characters try to take over and watching them fight it. Like that's the joy. So where's the conflict here?
There's not. They're
happily fucking each other.
It's disturbing, but yes, I did a whole video on it. You guys can go check that out.
I just can't stand this business. Oh, we're gonna shut you up for every time you want to talk about it by telling you it's a kid's show. And then what the fuck do you have to say now that there are dicks on the screen?
Yep. Tuna wants to do. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, ladies, good to see two of you together. Yeah, I know.
It's good to be.
I like visiting Jessie.
It's fun, and she really likes visiting the kid.
I do. I like the first thing. I'm like, kitty, love me. Annie McCallum, thank you for the super chat. Are you using dial-up? I know you love the things from the 90s, but come on, Jessie.
Are we blurry? The internet's just been.
I think it got better because that little signal
the little thing
went
away. So
I hope it's better. Put a 1 in the chat if it got better, guys, and a 2 if it's still shit. Tuna wants to do. Thank you for the super chat. Is the internet bad again? God damn it! All right, well, it must have cut out when we were in the middle. Maybe the internet was like, get that Star Trek shit, not Star Trek shit off the screen. Mario Japan, but it's not Paramount New Trek. It's new for kids.
Okay.
The Star Wars Lower Deck apologist, most likely.
But it's on Paramount Network. It's not for kids. The Star Wars Lower Deck apologist, most likely. But yeah, but those same ones were yelling at Anna to lay off the show because it's totally for kids when she was explaining why it's a terrible show.
Yep. So. Travis Johnson, thank you for the super chat, even though you didn't say anything. Thank you. I'm trying to catch them all because I'm on Jessie's laptop.
God only knows what will happen if we lose
was
them.
1 minute better?
One was if it got better.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did that the other day where I did a poll and it was like,
wait,
what was it? What did I say it was? Fuck, where are the Buzz CJC, thank you for I'm offended on behalf of Vic's gay pants. I got to hang out with Vic all day the other day and I helped him with his event. He is a doll. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it on this screen. Let's see if I can get it. Fuck. Okay, let me. So, shit.
It's being ridiculous.
It is being a little. Okay. Yeah, because I knew I missed most of it.
There we go.
Okay, I think. Oh no, because the member one from. Okay, that. Okay, here we go. Porkins, thank you for the member chat. Star Trek is dead. It's unfortunate because I love Star Trek. I think I read Cesaria,
Yeah,
Japan.
we just read that
Travis, I read Travis's. Russell, thank you. I was just curious to see how forked up those screenshots were. So I typed in Star Trek Lower Decks Orgy. The Rule 34 is strong with this one. Peak, what the fuck? I know. And guess what? I got screamed at every time I did a review video. And they're like, it's for kids. It's really, that's what you want to show children? It's like, here's my thing. It's like, I'm not going to tell another person how to raise their children. But these are people that are either like teenagers or, that helps usually. That probably would help. That either are like young or don't have kids. And so they don't understand the effects that this has. Most of us, thank you for the super chat. Kids love space fun. Adults love the story. Simple. Exactly. Because my dad was a kid in the 60s when Star Trek came out. My dad watched it. But it's like you pick up on things differently as a kid than you are when you're an adult. But here's my thing. You might get the adult joke that's in there, but that adult joke wasn't a dick in your face, right?
Exactly. There's nothing about watching, because I did the same. That's how I was introduced to Star Trek, watching when I was little with my dad. And there were things that I didn't appreciate or understand about it until I rewatched it when I was older. Mm-hmm. But there was never anything in it, not a single thing that was, jarring, scarring, like, oh God, like you go back and realize, oh my God, I shouldn't have seen that as a child.
Well, it's like the movie Ants. I rewatched that a couple years ago, and I never got the joke when like he kidnaps the princess and she's like, take me back right now. And he's just like, fine, I was going to include you in all my erotic fantasies, but fine, go back. And I did not get, that goes over a kid's head.
You just don't know what erotic means even. So you're like, whatever.
And I was like, whoa. I was like, how come I never noticed that? It's like, because you don't know because you're a kid, but I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if he pulled his aunt dick out and tried to fuck her.
Right, exactly. I would have caught that. I would have caught the pants dropping. I caught the nudity. And like, it would probably make me really uncomfortable because there's an age, as a kid where it's like, you're not ready to be confronted with those sorts of things. So when you are, you're like.
Well, it's like the little kid that goes around and going, girls have a vagina, boys have a penis.
Exactly.
And it's like, we all kind of just rolled our eyes because it's like, you don't really get the differences or how they're supposed to work kind of thing. Except now they probably don't even say that. It's like, you can have any genitals for any gender. And it's like, oh God.
Do you want a penis? We'll get you one tomorrow.
I know. J-Lord, thank you for that. Can you write a novel set in your rock universe, and what's wrong with Darth Zana in my rock universe? What's wrong with Darth Zana? I don't like her. The character seems made for Margot Robbie. I love the way she just acts and is never a political national treasure.
Margot Robbie.
Oh, Margot Robbie. I was like, how is Darth Zana never political or not?
I'm a fan of Margot Robbie, actually. I
don't have anything against Margot Robbie. I like her a lot. I just don't like Darth Zana's character. The second book was really rushed, and so was the third. I think the Darth Bane trilogy, I think it would have been fine as just like the one-shot book and left his story open-ended. I didn't like the ending of that trilogy. Again, the second book was just not good. Yeah, I think that was a really good character, and it kind of falls flat, and I don't like Darth Zana as a character either. So, yeah, I know a lot of people like her. I'm just like, I don't know. She's just not my thing. And I don't know what you mean by rock universe. Borg Pork, thank you for the super chat. Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, Anna, I wish I could have known that Vic meetup was an all-day thing. I got off work at 4:30 in Burbank, and I totally could have made it. Aww. Yeah, it was. It said on the flyer that it was until 6 p.m. There was a lot of people that were calling, and they're like, I'm an hour away. Will you guys still be there? It's like, Vic's going to be here until, like, the line goes away, which
was never.
It didn't. But you know what's funny, Borg Pork, is I ran Vic's line and I talked to every single person and no one recognized me. And then I posted my video and I got all these messages going, that was you? And I'm like, yeah, it was me. I'm so generic looking that like nobody ever.
You are not generic looking at all.
Well, now I'm not.
Some of it is you change your look a lot though. You do. And it's like, depending on how you do your hair and how you do your makeup, you look really, really different. I would think that.
I know. I would think that.
I think that would be the number one thing. I mean, people recognize Jeff on his voice and they don't even know his face. Like they'll be like, wait, are you Jeff? Because they don't know what he looks like, but they hear his voice. They're like, wait a second. You sound familiar.
Well, we were talking earlier where I literally told this exact same story, how nobody recognized me, and then people messaged me after like, oh my God, that was you. And it's like, yeah. I think it's better though that it went that way because that was a Vic thing. I didn't want to take away from Vic's thing. But everyone there was fucking awesome, man. But no, when we were at Star Wars Celebration, people would come and be like, oh my God, are you Jesse? And I'd just be standing there and I'm just like, all right,
Well, they realized it once it was.
Yeah, it's because I was either standing next to Jesse or like any other YouTuber, people would recognize them, and then they'd be like, "Oh wait, are you?" And I'm like, "Yes."
I just think the best thing about Star Wars Celebration was that every time fans stopped, like Jeff, obviously, but it was like every time people would stop Jeff or anybody else, those people, they would just get to chat. They would want to like talk to them forever.
Yeah.
They wanted to have like a 20-minute conversation about everything in their heads. But they'd meet us and it'd be like, oh my God. It would be like at some point they'd get excited. Oh my God, it's Jesse, it's Ann, it's this, that. And then at some point they'd be like, they are girls. How does talk to girls? And they would just run away. And it was like, we're nice, we're not scary, we don't bite, but totally get it. It happens. I don't know. It's just
there
like,
was that one guy that wanted to go in the bathroom with me, and I was like, no, please.
Oh my God.
Please leave me alone. The guy that like, he just didn't understand that, and he's like touching like my lower back like this, and then I was like, all right, I got to go to the bathroom because he wouldn't stop talking to me when I was trying to draw, and then he just didn't get it. I was like, he's like, oh yeah, I'll come with you. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, this was back before the whole bathroom thing was done, but you're a full-grown man. You cannot follow me into the bathroom.
Yeah.
I think I texted you. I was like, where are you?
Was that the point when you came to the find us at the bar?
No, that was the next day.
Oh, the next
it was
day.
The next day. Because it was the day that Jeff wasn't there. Remember? And it was snowing.
Oh yeah.
It was a snow day.
I remember that. That was crazy.
Let me see. Cesario Japan, thank you for the member chat. STLD apologist. Haven't seen Anna's Instagram. What did I post on Instagram?
I don't know.
I posted a couple rants about Star Trek Lower Decks on there. Maybe it's pictures. I don't know. But yeah, go follow me on Instagram. People like.
I might have a reference into if they're calling you a prude.
Oh. No, I mean that's the only place where like you really get any kind of, I guess, raunchy shots.
Well, that's insane. It's like if the apologists want to say that you're just a prude, then it's like, go to your Instagram. That's not a.
Well, I mean, go to my channel and see me drooling over Henry. I mean,
right?
I'm not a prude.
Exactly. Go to our matriarchy that got struck for being super,
Oh, because Kelly brought on sex dolls, apparently.
Yep, because she was so pornographic.
Oh God. Oh shit. It skipped on me. I am so sorry, everyone. The Buzz CJC thing we're talking about. I think I read that. I'm offended on behalf of fixed gay fans. Literature Devil, thank you for the super chat. What's up, dude?
Hey.
I remember that Data is fully functional. That was one. And again, that was where they had sex, but she was fully clothed. All she had was her hair slicked down. And then she just asked him if he was fully functional. And then the sex happened off screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
References,
Only they didn't know that because they didn't watch the show. Lord, thank you for super chat. Your Orc universe. Oh, not your Rock universe. Bloody typo. Sorry about that. It's okay. I was very confused. At first I was like, is he talking about the Rock or did I make a Rock universe? Part of me was like, was I really drunk or high? And I told a story about rocks. I like rocks. I mean, I like the really cute, like colorful ones that you get at like, those little.
Oh, the little like shiny smooth ones.
Yeah, I like those ones. So I was like, did I make up a story about rocks? And I just do not remember.
I do have a few like rocks that I've taken. Like they have a really cool one somewhere that I got.
Well, I was like, it could be a Lemurian reference because one of the things about Lemurians is that they can contact each other through crystals. So I was like, is that a jab? Are you trying to expose me further?
You expose yourself now.
I know. It's too late now. Well, see, I held it off for a long time, and Cecil figured it out. So I believe Cecil. I might do something with my Orc universe. I'm working on a few other things first, though. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. I also now have an opinion on the balls versus no balls Fuda question. We need to track down all of the fans of this show and nuke them from orbit. Yeah. So is it balls or no balls? I say balls. Have you ever seen a futa? Do you know what a futa is? It's an anime character that it looks like a female character with big old boobies and then a dick. And so is your dick with balls or without balls? I said with balls.
Balls.
Yeah, with balls.
Balls.
Let's see. David L, what's up, dude? Thank you for the super chat. Anna wishes it would have been Gates McFadden in that scene.
Oh, Russell's spreading.
He is spreading. God damn it. No, you degenerates. Patrick T, thank you for the super chat. Painting stream. I'm not home, so I can't paint. I know I haven't done a painting stream in like a week. I'm sorry, guys. Stuff in life happened, and so I need to get back on doing that. I have a really big project that came up, and so I've kind of been like doing all of that stuff, which you guys will find out either the end of this week or next, and you guys will understand why. SJW Jesse, hey, what's up? Welcome to my chat. This diversity ratio of Anna is male gaze city. Diversity ratio.
I think it's supposed to be diversity ratio is off.
Oh,
Anna is male gaze city.
Ah. Oh, also, our poll is at 86%.
I
yes.
noticed. So we're gonna find out the actual answer to that question in a few hours.
We are.
And we'll be able to report back. So.
The Physicality Channel, thank you for the super chat. Where did you find the webcam from 1995?
It's the internet connection, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I do want to get a better camera at some point because it probably will help, but the connection is just.
Macbook cameras are pretty good though.
They are. They usually are solid, but
yeah, you usually. Honestly, guys, in where we live, there must be something going on in the servers in Southern California because I keep having internet connections, and then Jesse has as well.
Everyone we know.
It's because there's like a couple million people down here, and there's only like a few towers, and everyone's using the internet because everyone is working virtually for COVID and everything. So it's really
essentially the internet providers. They got totally strong. If you guys all remember, is when we first all went into lockdown, a lot of people's internet just crashed and it was so effing slow because everyone was overtaxing it. And so they only added bandwidth, I guess, to get people enough, like to get it enough. So it's like, oh, your speeds aren't back to normal, what they should be. We've only put in enough infrastructure to make sure you guys can get, good until we get through this pandemic, not realizing that, or not caring that the landscape had changed, that people are more permanently working from home, staying home, even now. And they just haven't caught up with the demand. And it's capitalism at it's consumer driven capitalism at its ugliest, because it's, we're just trying to milk you for the dollars, even though we paid you the dollars, you're supposed to give us the service. Stop trying to take more of our dollars for lesser service. That's not how capitalism is supposed to work.
Yeah. When I was at Costco, the lady was like, we have high-speed internet. And I was like, I've been thinking about switching over because I'm like, maybe there's not that many people trying it because I use Spectrum.
Yep. Same.
Yeah. And I bought the new router. I bought like all the little gadgets that you need to make Wi-Fi work and stuff. And I even have like the extender and plugged in directly to my PC. And still the internet connection sucks unless I'm streaming at like 3 a.m.
Yep.
That's it. When people aren't awake.
No,
it's the only time it really works. It sucks. I've tried. We're sorry. The Clown World Review. Thank you for the super chat. Hello to both of you. Well, hello.
Hello.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Oh no, right here. There you go.
Okay. Cody Gamble. Thank you for the super chat. The Orville is more Star Trek than current Star Trek. That's what I hear. I haven't seen it for personal reasons that I've explained a few times, but yeah.
But I have, and I do agree with that, Cody.
200 Watt Studio, thank you for the super chat. Anna, what can you do besides write your name? Well, I can draw. I can draw and write my name. I can also paint. Russell, thank you for girls have a vagina, boys have a penis, you say. Oh, how wrong you are. The things I saw, everyone had everything, and they were all over each other. Yeah. It's disturbing now. Cesaro Japan, thank you for that. Speaking of your rogue cosplay, when Mandy Summer is going to give you the Southern Belle voice acting lessons to speak like Rogue. Well, the thing is, I can do the voice. I just get really embarrassed, and so I stop.
No, I want to hear it.
No, I get embarrassed.
I'll do accents with you. I'm not embarrassed. All my accents are for comedic effect only. So
can
I'm not
you do
I can do Southern Belle, no problem.
Mississippi.
All right, Mississippi. I said like deep. So if you want, Mississippi.
She's from Mississippi.
Mississippi. Let's see.
Her name is also Anna.
I think my Louisiana is better than my Mississippi. Because Mississippi is like the really you could old fashioned. See, if you want a Southern Belle though, like old fashioned Southern Belle, Mississippi style, like really with a bonnet and stuff, like going to my coming out party and what have you. And calling upon me.
Sugar.
Hey there, sugar. Hey, sugar. You coming down to see me tonight? Are you gonna get dressed up all nice and fun? You
oh my
come inside
God.
Meet my daddy before you
I have to get drunk to do this. I get really
I don't
embarrassed.
get embarrassed at I know mine are only ridiculous, and that's the point.
So you're just making me think of Colonel Sanders, like a woman,
like a female.
You know what it reminds me of?
Well, I guess I'm doing my job.
You don't like The Office, but there's an episode of The Office where they know that like the company and the branch is going to shut down, so they're playing like murder, and so Michael he just has like, well, I do declare.
I do declare. Well, that's it. Just talk like Blanche. That's what I always think.
Yeah,
of. Like Blanche, Belle Reeve. Oh,
Marlon Brando in that movie.
Right, that's okay. So cancel me if you will. But when I first saw that movie, I was like, I wouldn't be that mad if Marlon Brando raped me. That's my honest.
It's not rape if you like it.
I mean, like,
I don't think she was complaining that Marlon Brando like swept her off her feet. And
I mean, sure. Like, I
think she was into it.
That's actually always the thing. That's always the impression I got.
I thought she was into it. I thought she was digging on her sister's man the whole.
I always
time.
thought she had this fascination with it was the animalistic thing. She was
did.
attracted to the animalistic part of it. She wanted to experience it, and she got what she fucking wanted, and then she couldn't handle it. And that's like she is that perfect exact example of that fragile, delicate flower of a woman, and the perfect opposite to the Stella. It's actually a really fascinating commentary on interpersonal human relationships. In that regard, men, women, other different types of men and women, how they interact. Tennessee Williams is great at that kind of shit.
I think, remember the clip that they always play of, since we're going to see James Bond tonight, where he talks about how he's like, yeah, I'll slap a bitch. And she's like, what? Isn't that misogynistic? He's like, no. He's like, they tell you what they want and you do it, and that's not what they want. So he's like, sometimes you gotta just. And I was like, I mean, that wouldn't work with me, but I mean, there's some bitches that they like that shit, and they won't tell you that they. I was like, he has a point with some women. With some women, I'm not saying all women are like that, because I don't think that would work. I mean, some girls like to be spanked, some girls like to be choked. It's like what you're into kind of thing. But there are women that they want to be treated, and I'm not saying in an abusive kind of way.
They want to be treated like pets.
Yes.
They want to be treated like pets. They want to be taken care of. They want to be pampered, adored, loved,
and they want to be disciplined when it is a thing.
Taught the rules.
It's
put
a
in their
kink.
place.
Trust me, it is. And if women tell you that it's not, they're fucking liars. That's why I'm saying it's certain women that are into it. Not all women are, right?
Absolutely. But
and some women want to see a man go full man, and because a man's never going to hit, unless they're a jackass. In that situation, it's like, it's not like he's hitting her with his full force. It's just like, but, obviously a little bit more. Just to get the point across kind of thing.
Sometimes I need to get the point across.
But why are we, because we talked on accents and then we digressed.
I to tell you.
Do you like Cats on a Hot Tin Roof?
I don't know. I don't know because
I hate it.
Because I've never. Well, have I read? I don't think I've actually read it separately. No, I did read it separately. I can't decide because I love the movie. I mean, fucking
with Liz.
Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor and Paul Newman. It's just like she literally glows on screen, and young Paul Newman at that age is just like,
oh my god,
painfully irresistible. Holy shit! Have you seen Cool Hand Luke?
I know I have. I just don't remember.
It's weird, but I like that one a lot. He's just like, again, he's got that. Cool Hand Luke is like his Rebel Without a Cause. It's like there's a lot of similarities, I think, between the films. It's like Cool Hand Luke's like a more older, more mature version of that.
I mean, it's like Paul Newman. He just.
Oh god, there's just something.
They don't make him like that anymore.
They really don't. It's just like the rugged man. Honestly, Robert.
What happened?
Oh, it's because we're not on the stream right now.
Okay, I'll pull that one up for a minute. We can get back to that. Sorry, guys. There you go. I'll just update it.
Oh, Demogenize here. What's up?
Hey, what's up, dude? Sorry, guys. We'll get back to reading Super Chats in a minute.
We're just talking about, the irresistible magnetism of Paul Newman. Brando.
Blanche DeVoe. Yeah. Southern Belle. Yeah. You know what I actually think of when I think of Dubois?
Dubois.
It's been a while since I watched it. Have you ever seen it? In like the play version?
I've seen the film, I've read the play, I've not seen the play before.
I saw it performed, and the guy that played Stanley was just not hunky enough. I was very disappointed.
Yeah, that would be tough actually, having seen the film. It would just be very tough to see somebody who's not Marlon Brando.
Well, there was another guy. So I was at the Ashland, Oregon Shakespeare Festival. But there was another play that I saw, like, that guy should have been Stanley in this play.
Right.
Hi, Kate. Who's this? Ow, this is Landon. This motherfucker didn't want me to hold him earlier.
He is a shoulder cat.
Hey, kitty cat.
He will only go on shoulders. Come on. Come say hello.
Somebody was like, Anna, you're wearing the same dress you wore last time. I'm like, no, they made a shirt version of it. This is actually the shirt, not the.
That's actually, I didn't even realize that's like.
It's the exact same. Yeah, I bought it from the same store. So
Well, now if we have to pan down for kitties, we won't accidentally flash the world.
Yeah, I thought about that because I was gonna wear a dress because it was gonna be so much faster. But then I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, it might be cold and all of that stuff. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Southern Bells. So what makes me think of that is actually the Scooby Doo movies, Scooby Doo Zombie Island.
Oh.
That's what I think of when I think of Southern accents.
I remember that movie.
I wish I had a Southern accent, like naturally. I don't like my Californian accent.
I love Mandy's. It's fun. Oh my God. Hey, y'all. It's just like
It's very friendly. When you hear somebody that's got a Southern accent, very friendly people.
right. It's like, it's because it's
And
got
they
all
all know how to cook.
Yeah.
It's like, I hear something that's Southern, I'm like, I want to come to your house for dinner.
I don't want to go to Mary Mayhem's house for dinner, though. She puts tartar sauce on her chicken livers. She eats chicken livers first of all, and then she puts tartar sauce on them. Yep. It sounded horrific. And I tweeted about it because I was like, I have to publicly shame you for this. This is horrible. She retweeted, like, not that many people were that as disgusted as I was. And then when she retweeted, a bunch of people were like, yeah, I support this. And I'm like, all right.
Nah,
I know where I ain't going for dinner. But, you know, drinks afterwards, sure. I'm not going to your house for dinner either because it's what, pizza?
No, I'll cook regular food. I just make mine separate. It looks like I made a grown-up's food and then kid food. I'm actually a good cook.
I believe that. They can cook and write their names.
Me too.
I can do both of those things.
I can bake too.
I can't bake. I cannot bake.
I like baking.
I don't hate it. I'm just not very good at it.
I enjoy it. All right, let me get back to some of these. Okay, yeah, the speaking like rogue. Yeah, I can do it. I just get really embarrassed. I get embarrassed so easily. Russell, I think this is about no balls. It's like a giant. No, you gotta have the balls.
I mean, yeah, come on.
Cold hatred.
I think you're just trying to justify your attraction.
Yeah,
that's what it's.
Thoughts and Rogan Magneto being in
being an item in the Age of Apocalypse timeline.
No,
that's disgusting.
No, no. Rogue has one lover, and it's Gambit. Occasion. Russell, they mentioned that please don't say Russell is spreading.
Oh,
never again.
You don't like spreading? You don't like spreading them cheeks? No, that's not your thing, Russell. Okay, well now we know. Now we know how to get you.
Runs with Phantoms. I caught the Russell from my Goomer.
Is the Russell now just a venereal disease? I caught the Russell.
I guess so.
Now it's spreading in a whole different way.
Anna seems orange. The lighting on me is a warm light because Jessie is very pale.
Yeah, I can show you what happens if we switch it around. You guys can see.
Watch.
So this
is
the
right
warm
next to
light.
That's
right?
a warm.
This would be we're both just basically. Actually, this is pretty complimentary for you. And I look sick.
I look like I'm very old.
Actually, it makes because it picks up on the hair, but it makes your skin look good though. If I turned it down
does. If my hair was black.
Yeah.
This hair color aged me significantly. I'm like, God damn. And I think the makeup that I have on right now, I kind of just want to
you look like a professional. Like you're gonna walk into an office and be like, I have a desk.
I look like a woman that's in my 40s that just looks good for her age.
So I just think I look vaguely sick in this. Like it makes me look almost blue. And then this one, actually now that it's getting a little darker outside, this one's working a little better because usually this is my light, but I have to go darker in order for it to not wash me out. Or we could go back to warm and pump it up now. That's actually pretty good. There you go. So
it just makes me look orange, but
hashtag keep Anna tan.
Yeah, after Halloween's over, me and my hair girl, after 10 hours of doing this, I was like, I'm thinking about how you're gonna have to fix this. And she's like, I've been thinking that too. It was like the things we do for like 1 month, and I was like, yeah, never again. I was talking about this. I never knew I had a widow's peak because all of this is like dark because she bleached my baby hairs, right? And so I was like, oh, I actually do have a very slight widow's peak.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I was like, I always wanted one. Both my parents had it, and me and my sisters all didn't have one. So I was like, I guess maybe we all do. You just gotta bleach it, then you can see. Because when this is all dark, it just kind of blends in. Yeah,
makes sense. Yeah.
And I was like, no wonder I have cowlick.
Mine was just partially interrupted And my very first major scar.
Yeah. Laura Huggle, thank you for this trip. Could you and Jesse please react to Literature Devils? Why Raylo is secretly a genius?
That means I have to listen to and
let
I'm
me
sure
see.
I'm sure it's brilliant.
Let me see how long Literature Devils videos are, because usually they are a little bit longer.
It would be because actually we are gonna have to do a slightly shorter one today, since we're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to go see the movie. That's why. Where is it? Why Raylo is secretly a genius. Happy April's 1st. It's an April 1st video. Ha! Ha! Ah ha ha. It's 26 minutes long, so I don't think we exactly have time for it right now. Excuse me, because we are gonna have to go. We're gonna go see the movie. I think the movie's at 7, and we're gonna grab like a hot dog beforehand.
Yeah, so that would probably be like the rest of the stream.
I know. So I think I am just gonna have to like read super chats, and then we're gonna have to end the stream. So, because I didn't realize what time it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Patrick, do you think it was stupid? Think Tom Hanks' wife in Green Mile for Southern. I don't remember.
I still haven't seen Green Mile. I need to.
It's been a long time since I watched it. It's really depressing, so I don't like. It's not like, yeah, let's go watch Green Mile, you know. David L, thank you for the stream. Thanks for the stream. Love you, ladies. Gotta go. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by. Andy McCallum, thank you for the stream. Marlon Brando was buried with his burger truck.
Is that real?
I want to believe it is.
I would believe it is.
Russell Hall, thank you for the stream. Anna, I'd believe that you can dunk a basketball on regulation hoop before I'd believe your outlandish cooking claim. What do you actually cook? I cook steak. I can cook chicken. I can make pasta from scratch. I like a lot of food. It's just, here's the thing. If I am cooking like vegetables and stuff, I don't eat it. So it's like if Peaches just tells me what it. Oh, here's the thing, you guys love. I make fantastic sandwiches.
I'll bet. I love sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Sandwiches.
No, I can make stuff. It's just I don't like. I won't cook fish or pork. I don't like that. Either of those I don't eat. So, and like vegetables, I just have to know like what the person wants. Like I'll make Peaches food, and so Peaches like he likes having salad with his dinner. So I just ask him like, well, what kind of dressing, what kind of salad do you want me to make you? I don't eat it, so I can't try it to tell you like how it tastes. But he likes it, so I mean.
There you go.
Peaches likes my cooking, so I mean that's all that really matters.
Exactly.
Jeremy 7 Alpha, thank you for the super sticker. I do not know what it says, but thank you. Just let me grab these two. Jay Lord, thank you for the super chat. Speaking of a family member is studying IDE in the south of United States. Says it's
studying id.
Studying id. It's a lot like here.
In the south. Studying in the south of the United States.
Oh, like
a lot like.
Oh, like Australia?
Interesting.
Yeah. I was told that Australia switched. Like their south is like the northern countries, and their south countries or states.
There's southern cultures like their northern culture.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because Queens. They said it's like flipped. And I was like, you guys really are like opposite of everything, aren't you?
You're totally backwards.
Yeah. It's part of being on the bottom of the hemisphere.
I realized the other day that Australia never stamped my passport when I went to visit, so they might not be real.
Russell, thank you so much. Jesse hasn't seen Green Mile. Anna, yell at her. How dare you? It's very depressing. You saved yourself a lot of crime, but it's a good movie.
I do want to see it. I've heard it's excellent. So.
It's good. I want to see how long it would take you to figure it out, though.
Okay. Curious now.
It was actually on TV the other day, and I watched like the beginning, and I was like, God damn it. It's so sad. That's the one thing. It's like, this is a good movie, but it's fucking sad, you know? I think, am I caught up yet? I am.
And we still have a little time, and we should talk about the thing that.
What? Oh,
we said we were going to talk about.
Okay, so have you guys seen Squid Games?
I forgot. Have you seen Squid Game? It's a thing.
It's so good. If you haven't seen it, we're going to spoil a little bit. So how far did you watch?
Just got the first episode. So I know. I'm sorry.
How does the first episode?
It ends at the end of the first game. So the first game's over, and the end of the episode is just the roof closing back over the arena, the first arena.
What'd you think?
So, oh my God. First of all, I'm wondering when Doomcock is going to sue for about the mask.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it
Does anyone else notice?
does.
It looks like Doomcock.
It does look like
It fucking looks like
Doomcock.
Doomcock.
No, because I was thinking that it looks similar, but I couldn't figure out. I was like,
You're
what
like, what does
movie
this
is that
remind me of?
from?
It looks like Doomcock. The front, yeah, the front man or whatever looks like Doomcock. So that cracked me up. But no, I appreciated the brutality. I mean, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking one of the problems.
I don't think anyone's gonna get money at the end. I think it's all like a scam.
I think it's all. I wouldn't be surprised. Although you have to wonder, because I was thinking back to the little introduction about Squid Game, and where he talks about, and it was at the end of the episode that I remembered. I'm like, that little boy in the beginning who wins Squid Game in the playground is our main character. We just, I didn't even think about that until later.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
because he's the one that's voicing it.
Exactly. So I just really make the connection mentally, because like you see the intro and okay, and then you're just dropped into the world, and you're just like, okay, whatever, Squid Game, that's a little foreshadowing. But I thought about the way he talked about winning that game and how it made him feel like the greatest thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, that's definitely foreshadowing now for like this character's trajectory. So I feel like that, is definitely the indication of the growth of this character. Are they just gonna kill him off in like the second episode or something? That should be okay with that.
Well, that's the thing, is like you don't. It shows you what pieces of shit all the characters are, so you don't like them.
Yeah.
But then it's like, but you have to root for them to live.
Well, that's what was sort of funny was I'll tell you, the moment I got on board with this first character was when they're going to take the pictures, when they're sending him through the first game, and they're like smile, and he like hesitates for a second, and then just does this like
ridiculous smile.
This ridiculous smile, like the one that you would do. His character, like I hated him so much because he's just such a tard. He's like that guy who just goes through life making all the wrong choices.
Decisions.
Exactly. And you just want to smack him. But then you get to that one part, and like he's just going in with this earnest, like this weird level of trust that's like it created enough dramatic irony in that moment that I finally felt sympathy for him. Like up until that moment, I didn't feel any sympathy for him, because I'm like, you did all of this to yourself to this point. But then it was just like, it wasn't even sympathy for the situation or the moment or that. It was sympathy for the level of human naivety that doesn't yet understand or believe what other human beings are capable of doing to each other. It was just that. And I feel like, at least in the first episode, there's a lot of that pulling in that, initial barrage. That's what's so brilliant. I knew that there was going to be murder and all this stuff, but I expected the first game to have a much lower body count. So when they just, the initial panic, and I was just riveted. I was like,
stop moving.
Right? I'm just like, I want to scream like, stop moving. You're so stupid. Stop.
Were you like throwing it back when you saw his friend was in there?
Yeah.
I think that guy's handsome.
The one with the glasses?
I think he's handsome. I'm not usually into Asian dudes, but he's handsome. There's another character you're going to meet later on that.
Yeah.
He's handsome too.
I'm waiting to find my type in this one. Because I
not that matters for the story. I just saw him and I was like, oh wow, he's actually really good looking.
There were a couple expressions in the guy in the first episode, the main guy in the first episode, that reminded me of my ex, though, and I was like, I want to hit you. I want to hit you more. I want you to be as a.
No, I was like, I know he's Korean, but I was like, he would make a good Shang.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's something that happens later that really made me think of it. So you'll see. You'll see later. But I've seen a little bit more. I haven't watched it all. I finished episode 4, and because I wanted to know what the games were, so I Googled them, and I was like, I fucking never heard of this game. And Peaches, I think he figured it out. Well, I figured out how to beat the game, or like what the twist in the game was. The second game that you see. And then the other games, I'm like, okay, I know there's got to be a twist in it because they're very straightforward games.
Yeah.
Because at first, I can't. The setting for the second game was strange. I'm like, what does that have to do with the actual game? But I Googled it. I was like, I don't know what the last game is, though. I'm like, I've never fucking heard of it. So I'm like, shit. But not the second game, but the third and fourth games. This game's everyone knows what it is, but there's going to be a twist in it. But I think episode 2 is going to throw you because like you liking the character, and then you're going to all of the sudden there's more shit that happens.
That's funny. I'm not attached enough to him. I don't like him that much.
Well, no. So the next, so you're established what a piece of dumb shit a bunch of these characters are. So then the next episode, it's gonna make you like everyone, and then it's like, who the fuck is gonna die?
Oh no!
So it's like, shit.
I'm super intrigued now by like I actually thought the biggest twist in the entire show was right at the end. The one guy who saves
the Indian guy.
The Indian guy.
I love him.
That was such a twist to me because I was like, that's the most unexpected thing that's happened in this entire show.
He's the only good person, and I'm so worried for him. I was like, him and the old guy.
I love the old guy. Oh my god! Right from the get-go, just I'm gonna play the game. Doesn't get everything.
He beat everyone. He's like,
I'm gonna stave off dementia. I don't think it's working, buddy. But you're alive, so
no. He figured out the game immediately, and he's just like, all right.
I don't give a shit.
He laughed at all of them. He's like, I beat all of you.
Well, I got the.
He's like, I'm gonna fucking die anyway. I got a brain tumor.
I got the impression. I got the impression when he talked about the brain tumor and he was talking about the county. I got the impression that from that moment, like he was the only one who really had a sense of like what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily that to the extent of it, but that why was I chosen? The fact that he was number 1, 2 of anything. It's like, this is terminally ill guy and all this stuff. Why would he be here of anything? Why would they, and I got that sense that right from the get-go, he picked out their expendability.
Well, at first, I thought he was actually the mastermind behind everything, and he's like this psychopath, but I don't think so anymore.
That'd be hilarious. That'd be a great twist.
Mm-hmm. But I saw something about how the guy that wrote Squid Game, he got rejected for like a decade, and then now it's like the number 1.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Like, yeah.
Wow. Other people are like trying to figure out why it got so popular. I'm like, it's really obvious.
It's good. That's why.
It's good, but it's like it's good for all the like really really obvious reasons. Jeff and I have been saying for a while, all the next big pieces of fiction that capture imagination are going to be class struggle pieces because that's where the most tension in society are. And that's why people appreciate this one so much. Mm-hmm. Most of our class struggle stories that make it to the mainstream are still sponsored and funded by the, elite class. There's still the people who decide what stories are getting told. At some level, it passes under their hands and through their eyes in order to...
Somebody just messaged me and they're like, why is this on my timeline? I showed my feet on stream. And then Cecil posted, he's like, why the fuck is Anna's feet get more like than an ass? Y'all need Jesus.
But oh my god.
I could do it again. Do you guys want to? Oh no, was it on my channel last night? No, it was on Cecil's. I don't know. I guess I can do it. I got a pedicure.
What? This is Anna's here. You should hold up again in relation to my tiny hands. This is Anna's giant foot next to my tiny hands.
Also, look at how big my hands are compared to Jesse's.
Yeah, it's sad for me.
See how big my hands are?
I am, in fact, several inches taller than Anna.
She is. I just have big hands.
I'm just
look at my hand compared to Jesse's head. Actually,
that's it's a really fair comparison because I'm not terribly small. Oh yeah, well.
Put your hand next to mine, Jeff. See, look, my hand is like, look at my hand compared to Jeff's hand.
Yeah.
I have a big hand.
That's the payment.
Jeff, what did you think of Squid Game?
Like it. I want to keep watching it. I'm not rabid yet because, like we had talked, it's a cool concept that we've seen enough stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm actually.
They do something that you never see, that you would never
Unless
see.
they pull a psycho, which I won't tell what that means. I'm interested to see where this dude goes more than any of the over-the-top shit. I'm more compelled to see if this guy actually gets his shit together and keeps his daughter in the country than I am any kill or any zany, cartoony video game shit.
Intriguing. I'm really intrigued.
I think you'll like episode 3, Jeff.
I do like Bridget.
Yeah, I think part of it too is this one doesn't go easy on the bad guys. Like so much of our class stuff, it doesn't really go to the nth degree with the brutality. I mean, this is really just right in your face goes, oh look, these poor people are expendable for the sake of entertainment. And it's not novel, but it's also it's something that has been lost in the forefronts of our narrative because all of the people who stand to lose from having the eye turned against them want to keep convincing us that the enemy is somebody else other than them, which is why a lot of our content hasn't seen this level of actually, calling out the ruling class, calling out what we talk about right now. There's actually, I am gonna make a video on that thing you sent me. About that. I was talking to somebody else who works in makeup and wardrobe and is talking about that and thinks they are going to strike. So
remind me what thing I sent you.
The workers and the streaming rights and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah. So basically, it's like that's what's happening right now. People are talking.
This is the only jacket I brought, and I got cold all of a
I
sudden.
can grab you a blanket if you need to. It did just start getting colder.
Yeah, I brought my costume. I was thinking about wearing on stream, but it's okay.
The quick version is basically, production houses want to expand into new markets.
So warm.
Producers and filmmakers, etc., want to be able to work in streaming markets. Streaming markets don't jump at the opportunity to pick up these projects if they have to abide by all of the same contracts that regular productions have to abide by, because there are really stringent rules about how you treat your workers. Why? Because if you don't have those rules, they get taken advantage of.
Yeah.
And so the people at the top who are choosing where their scripts go and making are part of the guilds who negotiate these contracts are not negotiating good contracts for their workers because they want to make sure that the contracts go to these production companies. And so they screw over the workers essentially. So now you have Jeff Bezos doing what Jeff Bezos does to his regular Amazon employees, now to your filmmaking employees, to people who are used to being treated a certain way when they show up to work on a fucking film set and are now being asked to work 15-hour days without pee breaks and are not so happy about that. So that's the shit you have going on. But because the person who is responsible for causing these, absolute abuses of the common worker is the same person making the content, you don't have content that calls that shit out. Weird how that happens. Mm-hmm. And the people who are actually making those movies are shockingly not getting picked up for mass distribution by the people who are, the villains in their stories. So
yes, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, because streaming, I feel like it's old, but it is relatively new in the way that they do things. So because there's no rules, people are getting taken advantage of.
Yeah.
So that's basically I sent you that story a while ago, didn't I?
Yeah.
Like at least a month ago.
Was it that long ago?
I think so.
Shit, I guess I was traveling and stuff. But it just came, I was looking into it, and then I just came back up the other day because I was streaming, I was watching.
Because this is going to be an ongoing problem until it gets fixed. But no, who was really talking about it? It was like one of the voice actresses. And then I think, I don't know, famous people were like, and I was like, what does this mean? And I sent it to you because I was like, you should explain this because I don't understand. So make a video so I can watch it.
So I really...
Maybe that was 2 weeks ago then. Yeah, that was only 2 weeks ago.
But
I said, please make a video on this so I can watch it because I don't know what this is.
Yeah, so I should make a video on it because it is really important. It sounds like it is heading towards strike land. But it's basically that. It's essentially that's what happens is they break into these industries, and in order for guild employees, right? If you're a member of a production guild, in order to work on a project, that production has to have status with your union. And so in order to get union status, they have to comply with those contracts. So again, Amazon doesn't want to jump in if they've got to sign all these crazy production contracts that they've never had to deal with and follow these rules they've never had to deal with and guarantee all this money for their performers and their workers that they've never had to guarantee before. And they don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. The unions want to get their projects in their hands. So they make those compromises, and then the workers go, hey, this ain't cool. They did this with the same thing happened with the actors with SAG New Media. When they first moved New Media over to web series and things like that. It started out, actors got completely dicked because as long as you could get your project considered a new media project, you could just do deferred pay and get SAG quality actors and never pay them money.
I need my Excedrin. I get headaches pretty easily. I had like that headband on earlier for my cosplay, and it's like any type of pressure on my head, it's like instant headache.
Fun times. Do you know the Sprite?
I think I have enough for one more sip. Because we're gonna go soon.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And so I don't want to open a brand new Sprite.
Should make sense.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
It's plum flavored sparkling water. It's pretty inoffensive. Apparently it was very offensive. you need that other Sprite just to not die.
Oh, that was disgusting. How can you drink
What
that?
does it taste like to you?
Like, so, but like, like bubbling soap.
Yeah. So to the rest of us humans, when we drink LaCroix, we're like, or LaCroix, we're just like, oh, look at these barely perceptible flavors. But to your crazy ass taste buds, you're like, oh my God, there's so much flavor in this.
Yeah, but it wasn't a good flavor.
Because like the thing is, it's just if everyone,
what is it? It was
peach plum LaCroix.
Disgusting. Peaches drinks this stuff. He likes the lemon lime and then the raspberry.
I'm big. Peach plum might be my favorite. Peach plum is also one of like their mildest flavors, so don't ever try any of their other ones.
Yeah,
But yeah, because it's that. It's like if we tasted the same thing and the concentration that you basically perceive it, it would probably taste the same to us. Probably taste soapy, but it's just no one else, regular people, don't have the burden of tasting that much of the shit that we put in their faces.
I'm a strange person.
Have you looked up being a super taster and all that stuff?
I really want to do like a test because I think I'd actually do well.
I legitimately think you're actually. I still remember learning about this. I mean, thinking it's just somebody who's like really, really great sense of taste, and then finding out
a curse
that eating is really, really unpleasant because most of the things they taste too much of what's in everything, and so it's like. It's kind of like when you're cooking, you blend a bunch of spices, you blend a bunch of things together, and it's the combination of all those elements together that makes it pleasant. When you're a super taster, though, you taste each individual element, and then sometimes you're tasting the composite elements of the individual elements, and they don't blend in the ways that they do in anyone else's palate.
No, I can tell how much of each thing is in it.
You're just experiencing the individual pieces. You're not getting that. So it's like going through a journey.
I actually just explained this to Vic because I was explaining how I'm a picky eater and how I can find at least one thing on any menu, especially if there's a kid menu. But yeah, no, that was horrid.
I feel like somewhere in Hollywood and Highland we'll probably find something that you eat.
Yes.
That seems reasonable.
Sorry guys, gotta get through these because it's 6. We gotta. It's after. Oh, it's exactly 6. Claudia, thank you for that. I'm watching Casino Royale right now. Still great in my opinion. I don't like it. Intense and brutal. I'm so sad. The next one might not be good. Craig deserves better. I don't like him as Bond. I actually liked him better in Lara Croft and Tomb Raider.
I like Daniel Craig just fine as an actor, but I do not care for his James
I don't
Bond.
like his Bond.
I do not care for his Bond, not even a little, not even a bit. The only one of the new Bond films that I would say I like is Spectre. I find Casino Royale tolerable. I find Skyfall tolerable, but not a James Bond movie. Even though I think Quantum of Solace is the worst one of the newer ones, I think Skyfall is the least like a James Bond movie of any Bond movie ever made. It doesn't read like a James Bond movie in any sense.
I didn't like them killing her.
I really also I didn't like it wasn't necessarily the choice of killing her, but it was like the reasons why. I felt like the stakes were once again everything about Bond, everything back to him, everything's like this doesn't make sense in the universe, It was not. But
it killed me when they shot the car. It's like I can't watch this scene. The Count 209, thank you for the super chat. Hey, are you going to go to a Halloween party this year? I like your new hairstyle, by the way. Well, thank you. Well, I do the Halloween birthday thing. We actually have the Munchkin this year, and so we're gonna do like kids stuff. And I can't say anything because Peaches hasn't had his daughter for the past 5 years for Halloween because it always ends up with the mom, and then he doesn't fight it because it's my birthday, and so it's like she's kind of growing up, and so I'm like,
it's gonna be one of the last trick or treat years.
It's gonna be the last one she actually wants to spend time with us, because she's getting to that age. So it's like I'm fine with doing the trick or treating thing.
So Saturday night, though, if you can get away,
we're gonna be up in Northern California for that weekend. I know.
I know. Having a Halloween party on Saturday night. So.
See, I would totally go. Maybe next year I want to do something.
Yeah. Oh, and we might do Halloween Horror Nights on a weekend before Halloween and then Halloween weekend. So if you want to come and do that with us.
Russell, thank you, Mr. Bad. If you like dark and brutal, watch the ABCs of Death. Oh God. Andrew Matthews, thank you for the super chat. There are multiple levels to Squid Game and things in the background. There are.
So that's why I'm.
He's only seen episode 1 though, so shush.
I feel like it's a show that's gonna have rewatchability.
Yes,
for that, you know.
Silver Nova, thank you, super chat. No problem, Anna. Big feet help with being a good swimmer. It does. So do the big hands and very long arms.
I just have webbed fingers, so that helps. See on my wing. You have a lot of webbing too.
I do.
Yeah.
Annie McCallum, thank you for the super chat. Need to go. Love you, girls. Thanks for the stream. Oh, thank you
Bye,
for the
Andy.
stream.
We love
Thank you
you.
for the super chat. I appreciate it. Isle of Man, thank you, Russell Hall. Thank you for the super chat. So far, I think Jessie is completely off base with her Anna's a super taster theory. I think Anna just has taste buds of a 7-year-old. Well,
No.
I'm more than happy to do the super taste test.
There's someone else in our community with the taste buds of a 7-year-old or of a child, and we know exactly who it is.
Oh.
But it's not it.
MDK Max, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. Runs with Phantoms, thank you for the super sticker. Old super chat, happy birth month, Anna. Thank you. Would you spend a night at Skinwalker Ranch with Russell Hall, Buffalo Jeff, and Gates McFadden to save Cecil? No,
You know what Skinwalker Ranch is, right?
I don't want to.
It's actually really cool. It's like the place now. Who knows? Because the thing is, it's supposedly a place that has like the biggest hotbed of like UFO and supernatural activity. Supposedly there's like a witch who lived there or something, but people have cited UFOs there forever, to the point where the government actually like funded a project to like investigate all this stuff. But the thing is, there have been hundreds of eyewitness sightings. No one has ever gotten any documented hard evidence from of supernatural stuff. But I still kind of want to go.
Oh, yeah. Where is it?
Utah. Let's get. We should do a trip out. That's what we should do. Because I bet Kelly would come with us too. We could do like. She would love that. Be like me, you, Jedi Bunny, Jeff. We'd take a freaking road trip. Cecil can come out with us if he wants to. Do a road trip out to Skywalker Ranch, Skinwalker
We'll go
Ranch.
to the desert.
We'll go to the desert.
Can we go to Zion too?
Yeah. I love Zion. It's beautiful.
Radu, thank you for the super chat. I still don't get how you don't like Casino Royale. Can you explain more in detail in the movie, or just Daniel Craig? I guess I like the darker tone. So I don't like Daniel Craig as Bond. I do not think he's James Bond. I think that it should have ended with, I don't think her dying in Venice. I don't like that extra twist at the end. I think it should have just ended with him and her, looking over the lake and like, which I'm just like, okay, girl, there in no way you're getting laid anytime soon. His balls were whipped to a fucking crisp. He ain't getting a hard on for a long time. Let that man heal.
Right.
I think it should have just ended with like them kissing with a dramatic zoom out with the music, because it's like, it's James Bond.
That's how Bond movies end. It feels like they got to the end of that movie.
Sometimes he doesn't, but I'm like,
sure.
Let it end with him getting laid, and then it zooms off music. He never needs to explain why he's not with that same girl. It's like, we get it. It's James Bond.
It felt like that's exactly where I think the movie and then the whole franchise as a result went wrong. Because it felt like they got there and they're like, oh crap, we have to set up for all the sequels. And so they throw this in there to make something that's going to have a through line. But exactly that. Bond doesn't need these through lines. Not certainly with his personal. If you're going to write any through lines, write it with the villains. Write some overarching network with the villains. Don't write fucking Bond's personal life as the overarching through line for James Bond as a serialized character. It does not work. It's not meant to be. We don't want that. We're not interested in it. I'm not fucking interested in James Bond's fucking childhood, in his what makes him who he is. So one of my big things with Casino Royale, it has good things in it. I think I do like the darker elements of it. I do like the whole casino scene. I think they do that well. But
guys, I'm not saying it needs to be a happy ending, because remember the one where his wife dies? Like, he gets married and his wife gets shot in the driveway. It doesn't always.
Ending.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to have a happy ending. I just think Casino Royale would have been stronger if it ended like that. I felt like that whole scene was completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes sense with the rest of the franchise. Like, yeah, this whole entire thing is unnecessary. But also, Daniel Craig, I'm sorry, he's a good secret agent, but he's not James Bond.
And that's, I think, one of my fundamental issues with that movie. It's like they were trying to introduce him as this new agent, new character, but he was too old already. It's like, if you want to give me a James Bond origin story of how does he become the man he is, then you have to start him as a younger man. You can't start him when he's already past the age where I've already seen James Bond do all this cool stuff.
It's also, I mean, just that's not the franchise you're in. James Bond franchise is, yes, it's a new actor playing Bond, and it's just, this is a James Bond movie.
It's just James Bond.
I don't need to know. I need to know the setting, the bad guy, the new gadgets, the Bond girls. That's all you need. And it's the same formula for every fucking movie. Things are obviously different. And just keep doing that. And you have a franchise that will go on forever.
Nitrium, I agree with your take 100%.
Worst
5 James Bonds of the Craig films. All that needs to be decided is what order. 100%.
Yes.
100%.
I agree. But I think I'm all caught up in Super Chats, guys. So we actually need to go going because we actually are about to go watch a Daniel Craig James Bond movie.
We'll let you know how that
know.
sucks.
I haven't eaten all day.
Yeah.
So I need food. That does not come out of that thing.
Can't even count that as food anyway. It doesn't have any
It's
calories.
not. But so yeah, we are gonna go skedaddle. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Next week it will be on Jesse's channel, not my channel. And I don't know if I will be here or if she will be with me or we will just be back to our normal thing. We did actually have a conversation about how I feel like everyone just kind of covers articles and stuff. And I was like, I like just hanging out with my best friend and talking. So I think we're just going to do more of like, let's chill. And like, if this thing comes up, but we just kind of talk about, I wanted to be more
We're not going to go
podcast-like.
looking for news.
Yeah.
If there's news to talk about, we'll talk about it. But you guys seem to be on board with whatever we bring to the table. So we're just going to bring what we like to the table.
Yeah.
You know?
Just us hanging out and doing a stream every week and just talking about the shit that we want to talk about.
If you guys have stuff you like us to talk about, always let us know. We're happy to. We aim to please.
Russell, thank you for the super chat. You'd like Gates McFadden fort in your face for $200, but one night on a ranch with some skinwalkers is too much for you. Don't be so gay, Anna. No. I said if the question was, would you let a guy, or I guess for me it was a guy, for the guys it was a girl, would you let someone like fart in your face for $200? And my thing was like, well, yeah, I mean,
it depends on the context.
It does.
Highly depends on the context. In private company where nobody's gonna have a recording of it, absolutely. But when you add a public ridicule element into it, I don't know if $200 is worth that for me.
It's a different conversation altogether. But thank you.
And one we don't have time for.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. We are gonna go skedaddle now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Make sure you're subscribed to Jesse's channel, Mindless Entertainment. Go and subscribe. Go follow her on Instagram, on Twitter.
Yeah.
And on YouTube. And then what's
And
the limit thing now?
17 Live.
17
Live. Also, I'm starting a fencing club. So check out information about that because that's the thing I'm
There
doing.
you go. And everyone, thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome. God damn it, Russell Hall. Russell, thank you for that. What is wrong with you people? A lot is wrong.
More than you could possibly know.
But everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're in the world. And may the force be with you because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.
I'll tell you where I thought I came in the forest, when the lightsaber goes like this and flies off. I said, oh, what a great entrance. Ah! Ray caught it? She hasn't even been to Dagobah for training.